All right, hello everyone, Luke here, and my eyes are burning! Ah! Especially with that studio light, oh my goodness. This is what no sleep in 3 days looks like, guys. Don't do it. Don't pull on a Luke. Don't ever do this. If you haven't slept in 3 days, don't be as crazy as me. As the thumbnail says, I'm a lunatic. Hey, that quote comes from Jacko. If you guys haven't subscribed from his channel, no sleep in 3 days. Jeez, man. If you haven't subscribed from his channel, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, don't do that. He's a great guy. All right. We are doing the Daytona 1 hour today on rFactor 2, and we really don't have much time, so we better get out on the track, shall we? I'm really only using my setup I made for Donington Park, but I made some adjustments to the setup, but I don't want to talk about that too long. We've got to get out there. First Dr. Pepper burp of the stream. I need to get a burp counter installed on this stream. Where's my overlays? Uh-oh, I've got to load my overlays again. I took the overlays off so that I could take a screenshot for the thumbnail. Hang on, guys. Let me load in. You know something? I think, I think if I don't have the overlays loaded in before I start my stream, then it won't appear for you guys. Let me know, though, if you guys can see the overlays on your end.
Fastest lap for Leclerc.
I'm loading them up now, so they should be popping up in a second. There we go. Overlays. Load. Alright, now in OBS, it shows me that you guys should be seeing the overlays. Do you guys see above my camera, there should be...
Okay, Luke, 10 minutes to go.
An RPM gauge, throttle gauge, brake gauge, all that stuff that shows you the inputs, and then the leaderboard. Do you guys see all that? Those of you that are there? Alright, we don't have too much time. We have less than 10 minutes, so... Gotta drink a little bit of Dr. Pepper, necessity, and so we can, we gotta be able to burp while we're racing. That makes you go faster. Alright. Yeah, let's, see how it says R? That's the best strategy, is that you want to start in reverse, so that way you back the car into the wall, and that gives you some weight reduction because that takes off the body panels, and then you go forwards.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'm giving you guys some top-tier strategies. But I'm curious if you guys can see the overlays. So, if you guys can see the overlays, let me know. Also, how's the audio? I didn't do a systems check. I did not have a time to do a systems check, so hopefully everything's working properly.
Lap time is 1:45.51.
We're gonna wait for the number 3 car.
Green flag, sector 1. Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag, sector 2. Sector 1 is yellow, green flag in sector 2.
A Porsche spinning? No, never.
Has stacked it.
Porsches never spin. So this is my 3rd lap ever at Daytona.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Green flag sector 2. We think that Titus has crashed.
I only did 2 laps before starting the stream. That's the only driving I've ever done at this track. Just to get a thumbnail for you guys.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Flag sector 2, 20th place. Sector 2 is now green. It looks like Barrow has gone off.
I think I braked too early there. Oh, and I took too much mid-corner speed. Alright, we need to work on turn 1.
Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag sector 1.
Braking way too early for this turn.
Green flag in Sector 2. We think mellow. Spinned it.
I'll figure it out.
Sector 1 is 2.7 seconds off the pace.
Did you hear that? My spotter says I'm 2.7 seconds off pace. Oh my gosh. This is bad, guys. This is really bad.
All right, Luke. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Yellow flag, Sector 1. Green flag in Sector 1. B19. Flag. Green flag, Sector 1. It looks like Guy has spun off. Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag.
Well, that just happened. We're learning, guys. I'm very new to this. Like I said, I only drove 2 laps here before I started my stream. Because I knew I've been braking too early, and I'm like, I gotta brake later, and then that... Mitchie Hoyer's in this lobby! We're in the same lobby as Mitchie Hoyer right now.
Higher, 141.73.
Dude, no way. No way. We're in the same lobby as Mitchie Hoyer right now. But we're only gonna be in here for just like 5 more minutes. Josh, you didn't see that. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? What happened? I don't know what you're talking about, Josh. Mitchie Hoyer's in here, guys. You know, something like this, VR would really come in handy. Like, driving on a single screen, that's really tough. Really long pit lane, reminds me of Indy. Darnell says bonk.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
We have 2 minutes left.
There's a car approaching right side. Green flag, Sector 2. Blue flag, clear right. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Let's get some heat into these brakes. B3 has gone off. Sector 2 is now yellow. Sector 1 is green. Green flag in Sector 2.
So Josh, how am I doing for being this new to Daytona on Sims?
Yellow flag, watch out. Sector 1 is green. flag sector 2.
Well, I just got distracted by chat and hit the wall, so there's that. Jeez, man, did you brake early enough?
On the left. Okay, Luke, you've had a bit of bodywork damage there. Brake temperatures look good.
Darnell. I mean, Josh is telling the truth. There's another burp.
That's the end of the session. E8.
All right. Well, I am woefully unprepared, but qualifying starts, so we need to join the official server. Here we go, guys. This is amazing. No sleep for 3 days. Didn't ever practice on this track once. Don't have a setup made. No idea on fuel strategy. In fact, what is fuel 2x? Let's see the event settings. Okay, yeah, fuel is 2x. Yeah, fuel consumption 2x. Oh, there's 117 people signed up too. We're definitely not going to be in the same split as Mitchie Hoyer. There's just no way. That would be awesome, though, if we were on the same split as him. He would blow us away. I mean, we wouldn't be able to keep up with him, but, I mean, that would be a dream come true. Hey, maybe one day. We got to get faster first, though. All right. So, the official server is opening in 1 minute. This is going to be hilarious. This is going to be a blast. I can't wait. $119 people signed up. That's actually a little bit more than last week. All right, 20 seconds. Here we go. Oh, what a surprise. The fastest lap on Earth right now is Mitchie Hoyer. Dude, we got a 147.9. He got a 141.7. What on earth? Hopefully this goes at least somewhat smooth. I don't know about this one. He did get, no, literally the fastest lap on Earth. I'm not joking. Because it tells you on that screen who has the fastest lap in the world before you load into the event. And we were in the same server as him just earlier. We probably couldn't see him because he was traveling so fast that the human eye can't even pick him up. All right. In the world. Okay, we've got like, what, 6 minutes to practice before qualifying begins. I think it's daytime now. It's interesting. All right. Oh, no, it's still night. But, oh, it's like at the edge of daytime. No, it's full on nighttime. What was I thinking? What are you doing?
All clear on pit exit. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
What is this Porsche doing?
Sector 3 is yellow.
We gotta practice pit entry. Let's do that right now.
Sector 3 is now clear. Okay, pit stop requested.
We've never practiced pit entry at this track.
Exit in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear.
So does that count for pit entry? Like, does that... We didn't go across track limits, right? I guess we'll find out. I love how we just requested a pit stop, and it says the pit crew's ready, and then we just breeze on past the pit crew in pit lane. They're probably out there ready to go, and they're like, what the heck was that?
All clear. Stay behind the line. Disengage
Speeding in
limiter.
pit
You have a
lane?
penalty.
What? I didn't think I sped in
3
pit lane.
laps to serve this penalty. That's a new fastest lap for Setiawa, 150.80. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. That's a new fastest lap for Blaskovsky, 147.52.
You can cut the white line on the entry?
Yellow flag in Sector 2.
You
Green flag in
can?
Sector 3. Sector 2 is green. Yellow flag.
Alright, let's try pit entry again.
Incident in Sector 1. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Sector 1 is clear.
It says track limits again. Okay, I'm really nervous about the pit stop because this pit lane's extremely confusing. It's a solid double yellow all the way across, so how do you know when you're supposed to merge over? Like, am I merging over too early?
Session, P11.
Dude, I'm not going to be able to practice pit entry before the race begins. I'm going to get a stop and go on the race. I don't understand how this works. I thought I went... So, okay. Since it's a double yellow line the whole time, and it never turns into like a dotted line or anything, how are you supposed to know when to merge across? Can anyone please tell me before the race begins? Well, I think the penalty is just for that session, not... It won't transfer over into the next session, I don't think. Drive to the fast lane. I don't know what you mean by that. So how do I... Well, there might not be someone directly in front of me, and plus, if I have to do it from reactions, I don't know. Dude, the penalties transfer over to the next session, so I have a stop and go, I'm going to struggle in qualifying now. This stream was a mistake. Why does this pit lane have to be so confusing? I didn't see a dotted line. I can't see to the right of me. Okay, it looks like there's someone there. I don't know why the stop and go penalty transfers into the next session.
Track temperature's decreasing. It's now 9 Celsius.
I really disagree with that. I don't think that should be a thing. Because that's not a thing in ACC, which makes perfect sense. No, I'm not talking about pit exit. I'm talking about...
Exit's clear. Push. Okay,
I'm talking about pit
got
entry.
13 minutes to do the business. Yellow flag in sector 1. Your brakes are cold. Take it easy. Green flag in sector 1. Flag sector 3. No. I mean, when I say it's not a thing on ACC, I mean the penalties transferring over. When you have a penalty in practice in ACC, you don't have that same penalty transfer over into qualifying, is what I mean. Flag in sector 1. Sector 1 is now green.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know at least.
Sector 2 is now yellow. Sector 2 is clear.
Okay, this guy is really slow, so we're just gonna create a giant gap. Dude, we're just gonna sacrifice this lap.
Matthews,
Now we're gonna go.
128. The leader has just done a 145.37. Sector 1 is 5.3 seconds off the pace.
So we have the entire continent of Asia as a gap between me and him. That should be enough for us to have enough room to really push now.
Green flag in sector 3.
And I'll go wide here as well, just to create more of a gap.
Off the pace. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Yellow flag in sector 3. 13th place. Incident in sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 3 is 0.8, off the pace. Yellow flag sector 2.
Well, that just happened.
Green flag sector 1. It looks like Milner and Chip have spun off. Green
That's
flag
okay, we
sector
still
2.
got time. Offset at least one valid lap.
Sector 1, yellow flag. Green flag, sector 1. Green flag, sector 3. Sector 1 is 2.4 seconds off the pace.
Can you tell me this though, Colin? Was the penalty that I got assigned, was that also a bug?
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is yellow.
No. I gotta do another lap because
Sector 1 is green.
this lap's not valid, so it's not gonna count towards qualifying. I've gotta set a valid lap, at least one valid lap. So I'm not gonna... What is that guy doing? What are you doing? Jeez.
Green flag in sector 2. Yellow flag in sector 1. B12. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. It looks like...
Oh, come on!
Green flag in sector 1. Sector 3 is 0.49 off the pace.
Jeez.
Last lap was a 148.90. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
And we're stuck behind another slow driver. He's letting us go.
Stay left, clear right. The guy behind has just done a 149.36. Yellow flag. Sector 1 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
I'm gonna do one more lap because this one's just really slow. I'll do one more lap and then I'll try pit entry again.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Fastest lap for...
Yeah, I got a break earlier at turn 1.
Green flag, sector 1. Incident sector 3, yellow flag. Sector 1, yellow flag. sector has binned it. Green flag sector 1. Sector 3 is clear. Green flag B11. Very little fuel left. That's your fastest lap today. Incident in sector 1. Yellow flag.
Hey J-Dog, how's it going, man? Alright, I'm gonna cross the finish line this lap, and then I'll come back around and practice pit entry.
Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, sector 2. Green flag, sector 3. Alright, Luke, 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. We're running on fumes, mate. The guy behind has just done a 148.00. Green flag, sector 1, E10.
Alright, we won't have enough fuel to make it back around, so I'm just gonna get back out there. And, now I'll practice pit entry.
Of fuel remaining. The guy ahead has just posted.
Oh, Colin, so I was asking,
146.37.
did the penalty I got assigned, was that a bug? Like, was it just the penalty transferring over? Was that where the bug was? Or are you saying me getting the penalty in general was a bug? I think that's very realistic, J-Dog. I like it.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. Yellow flag. Caution. Okay, Luke. You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh, was the bug in general? Oh, no, that's J-Dog saying in general. Okay. Oh, you got me excited for a second.
The guy behind has just done a 147.16. Yellow flag. We can see Tombas has crashed.
Okay, so the transferring was a bug, but the penalty itself wasn't. That's not good, because that means I have no idea what to do for pit entry. Alright, let's practice pit entry up here.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. Sector 1 is green.
So I'm looking for a dotted line. I don't see it, 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 don't see it. Where is the dotted line?
Yellow flag, sector 3.
I did not see a dotted line anywhere. It's, I'm telling you guys, it's a double yellow, solid double yellow the whole way. There's no dotted line. There's no dotted line. Because I saw in the chat earlier, it said, look for the dotted line. This is so confusing. There's no dotted line. And I don't have enough time So I think when I'm crossing over the double yellow, that's why it's giving me a penalty, and that's why it's saying... This makes no sense. Anyways, I've got to use the restroom before the race starts. I'm looking forward to getting a stop and go penalty. God, man. All right, we're going to be on medium tires. Where are we starting, by the way? Probably way in the back. Where are we? I don't even see us. Where the heck? I'm scrolling the entire leaderboard and I don't see us. Well, that's concerning. Oh, there we are, 15th place. All right, so we're right smack dab in the middle. All right. Yeah, I believe he means on the right. So I'll enter on the right. And that's probably what Josh meant when he said that you can merge across that white line in iRacing. I think I get it now. All right. Ooh, man, I'm nervous. Alright, I gotta focus for a little bit, guys. Here we go.
Go, car right. Hold your line, lead to your right. Chip has been disqualified. Right.
Oh, I already got rear-ended.
Incident. Hold it. Clear in the right. Go, go, go. Watch your right. Hold your line. You're clear right. Looks like you got some minor bodywork damage. On the right. Clear on the right side. Decent start. We can build something from here. Sector 1 is green. On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on your right. Sector 2 is yellow.
Whoa!
Right side, middle.
Barely made it through that.
Gone off. Green flag, sector 2.
Missed that by a hair. My heart rate just sped way up. Did you guys see that?
Right side. Still there. Clear right. On your right. Clear on your right. Car to your right. Still there. Still there. Stay with them. Still there. You're clear right.
16th place.
Somebody spun off?
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. We think that Milner has gone off. Sector 1 is now green.
It's so hard to read chat in this track, it really is. Yeah, the Ferrari might have ended up in the pits, I think so too. We've survived a lot of chaos so far, so we're doing good.
Yellow flag.
Left side. They're still there. Second, left side clear.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh! That's gonna be a short on the channel.
Side, clear right.
We think that Setiawan
That was ridiculous!
Left. Hold your line. Clear on your left.
It's looking crowded back there.
the gap to them behind us now.
Did you guys see that lunge? The guy came out of a mile away and went zoom, and then we went to the outside. I'm like, I'm not going to be a part of that. I pulled away. I was like, oh, you can come right through, sir. And then he just goes slam right into the other guy. Yeah, what a move.
Green flag in sector 1. Fastest lap for Richter.
Yeah, I think I'll get that pit lane. I just got to remember to say to the right side of that white line.
Incidents in sector 2. Yellow flag. P15. It looks like Tombas has spun off. Green flag in sector 2. Looks like Lem and Diana have stacked it. Alright Luke, gaining on this car. The gap is 1.7
I'm slowly learning this track as the race goes on.
New fastest lap for Richter, 144.21. Sector 1 is clear.
Yellow flag ahead.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is green.
Aston Martin went wide.
The gap ahead is now 1.2 seconds.
This is intense. Everyone's kind of getting spaced out now, so there might not be as much carnage. You just got to survive those first few laps, which we did.
Yellow flag in Sector 2.
Left side, you're clear left.
The gap in front is now 1.4 seconds.
All right, 1.4 seconds. We can close that gap. Come on. All right, 1.1 seconds. We got to outdrive him. Come on. Get up there. We're 15th out of like 30 right now. We're doing good. And we have damage to the car too, because we got rear-ended at turn 1, lap 1.
Sector 1 is yellow. We think that Martinez has gone off. Sector 1 is now green.
Okay, so that guy just spun.
Okay, Luke, the next car is Martinez. The gap behind is now 5.7. Yellow flag, sector 1. We think that Lem has gone off. Green flag in sector 1.
And you're into the tire wall. Give me room, please. That was a close one.
Still there. Hold your line.
That was a close call. I thought he was going to just not let us go around him. Seemed like it at first. Please no Punterino. All right, 14th place. That's one position up. I'm liking this. So I wonder when you have to start to brake for pit lane.
P14. Air temperature's decreasing. It's now 15 Celsius. Gaining on this car, the gap is 1.4. Green flag, sector 2. We think Lem has binned it. You've used half your fuel.
We've only used half our fuel in 20 minutes. We don't have to put nearly as much fuel in our pit stop then.
Car exiting the pits, heads up. That lap was at 147.62. Martinez is reeling you in. The gap's now 1.2. Yellow flag, watch out. Air temp's falling. It's now 13 Celsius. Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag in sector 3. That's a new fastest lap for Richter, 144.13. The gap in front is now 1.5. Yellow flag in sector 1. 12. Sector 1 is green.
I can't get the dial to stay on fuel in the pit MFD window. It keeps skipping past it.
The gap to Martinez behind is now 1.9.
I think it's because I preset my fuel for a pit strategy,
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
but that you should still be able to change that if you want to. That's stupid.
Sector 1.
Because I realize now that my fuel is going to be way too much.
Yellow flag. Green flag, sector 1. Tumbas has just been disqualified.
I assigned my dial on my steering wheel to cycle up and down on the MFD. And when I cycle to fuel, it just skips past it every time.
The gap ahead is now 1.9.
I think that's the third person to get disqualified so far.
The lap time was at 1:47.30. Sector 1 is 1.6. Off the pace. Okay, Luke. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Does anyone know how I changed my engine mapping? Well, yeah, I assigned left and right, but I can't even get to it to move fuel left and right. I can't. It keeps skipping past fuel.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Incident in sector 2. Yellow flag.
How's your rejoin, sir?
We think Viana has spun off. Gap to Martinez behind is now 1.4 seconds.
Well, I've run out of buttons to assign.
Right side clear.
1 is green.
In ACC, you don't need to assign a button to change the engine map. You can do it by, in the MFD. You can't do it in the MFD on this?
P11. Air temp's increasing. It's now 15 Celsius. The gap in front is now 2.2.
If I knew how to change the engine map, I could be way faster right now. I really overestimated how much fuel I was going to be using. Hey, Graham, how's it going? No, I have a dial assigned. It just skips past fuel, but I also don't see on the MFD menu on the bottom right corner, which my camera's blocking, but I don't see on there engine mapping. I see stop go, I see damage, I see fuel, I see tires, I see rear wing, and I see driver. That's all I see. Wait, can it scroll? Let me try scrolling down the pages. Oh, it does!
Okay, Luke.
I still don't see engine mapping, though. Don't see engine mapping. So you have to assign a button to change engine mapping. That's really annoying.
Position.
I mean, if anything...
Air temperature's increasing. It's now 18 Celsius.
If anything, we can just put in hardly any fuel on our pit stop instead of changing the engine mapping, and that will gain us some time as well, but it's not letting me do that either.
Gap 2 gusting ahead is increasing. It's now 3.7 seconds. Sector 1 is clear.
I guess everything's just set in stone before you start the race. That's really annoying. I'm so distracted by what's going on that my driving has slowed down a lot.
The gap to
Gotta stay focused.
is now 2.4. Sector 2 is now yellow.
Well, it's because I'm theorizing. Hang on, I gotta focus.
8th place. Okay, Luke. Very little fuel left. In this lap. Sector 2 is clear.
I'm theorizing that it's because I set my fuel to a certain point for my pit stop during the race in my setup page.
21 Celsius. P2 is now on mediums.
But you still should be able to change that.
Okay, pit stop requested.
Hey Dragon, thanks for stopping in, man. All of my equipment should be listed in the description. It'll be right below the screen. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm gonna have to pit this lap. Really nervous about this.
The pit crew is ready. Pit stop cancelled.
What? Pit stop canceled?
Alright, Luke, should be coming out into clear air. When we exit the pit 16, we're to your right. We're running on fumes.
I can't change how much fuel they're gonna put in. This is so annoying.
Justin, ahead is now 3.7. The pit stall is unavailable. Our pit stall's available now. We've been warned about track limits. Pit crew is ready.
Track limits again? Are you kidding me? Is somebody in my box? No.
We're halfway home. We estimate 1 minute of fuel remaining.
How am I gonna get out at this angle? Look at this, a 75-second pit stop. I shouldn't need to put in this much fuel. Why can't I change that? Can't change my engine mapping, can't change fuel, you can't change anything. Once you set everything, you're just set in stone. Dude, this pit stop's gonna take forever.
P2 is now on mediums. The leader, Richter, is pitting.
This is why I prefer ACC more, man. It's like the user interface, I'm just saying, is terrible in R Factor 2. Absolutely horrendous. Oh, thanks for hitting me in my... You just rammed into me twice in my pit stop, man.
The car behind's pitting now. Jimenez is now on mediums.
No, by this point I don't even care anymore, Colin, but I don't think I sped. I flowed way down.
Go, go.
And I mean, I'll watch the stream later on to confirm, but I believe I activated my pit limiter very, very early on, but I don't know. Man, that's ridiculous. I can't even change how much fuel they're going to put in the pit stop. You just got to determine that before the race starts, and that's it?
He's leading the race.
What kind of bullshit is that? I think from now on, whatever races I do on R Factor 2, it just should not require a pit stop. Because this is ridiculous. Like, I've got 93 liters of fuel in now.
There's a car approaching. Stay in your lane. You have a penalty. Yellow flag.
I'm done with this race, man. This is ridiculous.
You need to come in for this penalty in the next 3 laps.
I, sacrifice getting some sleep today and taking a bunch of simulants for this. Let's watch a replay and see if I, Well, I can't. Like, I have... If I could turn the steering wheel to show you guys, just, you have to picture, I have a dial that I turn that rotates left and right. It goes, like it'll select tires, and then you rotate it just one click, and then it temporarily selects fuel, and then on its own, instantly changes back down to the next increment. And I'm not even... Well, yeah, but I'm gonna investigate the, replay to see, because I believe that I activated my pit limiter like super duper early on, so I think that the pit lane is just so weird in this track, but I'll watch it here to see. Let's go back a little bit more. Okay.
Justin is pitting.
Guess it was close. Let me go back a little bit more. Well, it doesn't really show you when I activate my pit limiter, though. Well, yeah, I was slowing down before it. Yeah, I activated my pit limiter really early on. Well, I don't even know, man. I mean, I'll like watch my, well, see, I can watch my stream, and if I'm just watching on my phone and say, so I hit it right here, you guys won't even know what I'm talking about. But I believe I activated my pit limiter very, very early. So, I don't know. This is just, there's so many things I don't like about R Factor 2. I get that it's a really old game, but they're giving it updates. They need to fix some stuff. There's absolutely no reason that you have to map buttons to your steering wheel to change how much fuel they're going to put in the pit stop, or and then activate a separate button for your engine mapping and all that stuff. Like on ACC, you can do all that on the MFD. You don't need to map buttons to it. Yeah, I know that I'm not saying as long as you activate the pit limiter before the line, then you, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I believe I activated the pit limiter very early before the line, like very early before it. I'm not saying I activated it before the line. I'm saying like I believe I activated it very early before the line, but I don't know. No, there's no half a click increments in this. There's just one click increments. That's all the dial does on the Logitech G29. But I'll say this.
It's now 23
when I turn it
Celsius.
one click increments on the rest of that whole MFD menu, it was working just fine and not doing that bug on any of the rest of them. Here, let me, since I retired from the race anyways, I'll just show you guys exactly what I mean. Is what I'm theorizing, because you guys probably didn't know what I was talking about. When I go to the setup menu right here, look at this. On pit stops, I put stop 1 and I max out the fuel because I just didn't, I really underestimated how much fuel I was going to be using. Right, overestimated how much fuel I was going to be using. But anyway, you guys get the point. But I think just, and this is so stupid if this is true, but just because I set a pit stop strategy ahead of time, it just has that set in stone, and you can't, yeah, I believe I activated the pit limiter very early on, but, I'm just, this is so flawed, man. Like, you should be able to, you should be able to, change the engine mapping without mapping a button on your steering wheel to that. Like, I think that should just be in the MFD. I don't know why it wasn't in the MFD. And, no, I can't map any more buttons, but I'm saying, well, no, I know the dial itself is hard to use, but like, even though the dial itself is finicky, the physical dial is working just fine on every other pit MFD option. It's just when I got to fuel is when it would do that, and it would do it consistently because I kept going up and down and up and down, up and down, and I would hold it with 2 fingers to make sure it's not moving an extra click. Like I was feeling, holding it like this and going like that, I was feeling it only moved one click, and then like it, even though it physically was moving 1 click, the game, like software wise, was moving it 1 more down right after every time, or 1 more up right after, and then 1 more down right after. Like every time I'd try to get to it, and I eventually just gave up. No, I'm not saying that the physical dial doesn't work well, because the dial, like I said a lot of times now, like the dial was working just fine on everything else, like easily working on everything else on the MFD. Is just when I would get to the fuel is when it would not work, is when it would skip over it. It wasn't skipping over anything else. It was just skipping over that fuel thing on the MFD. So I don't know if it's just when you assign this is why it's doing that. I don't know, but it was working on every other thing on the MFD. So the physical dial itself was not malfunctioning on anything. It was just skipping over on fuel. So that's not the physical dial. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. This is just ridiculous. 'Cause, I mean, I was on way too lean of a mapping, and I had
bloody awful result, mate.
like 5 times as much fuel as I should have had, so that was just a waste of time. It's not the physical dial. All right. That's it for today's stream.